Good morning students, this is Anupama Labhe and I am here for your subject business law, and today's topic of our discussion is memorandum of association. As all of you know that what is the meaning of memorandum of association, but today we will discuss the definitions given by different authorities. Okay, the first definition as usual is given by Companies Act under section 2 subsection 56. Memorandum means the memorandum of association of a company as originally framed or as altered from time to time in pursuance of any previous company law or of this act. What do you understand by this definition? Nothing. I know. What is memorandum? Memorandum means the memorandum of association of a company. क्या है memorandum? Memorandum of association of a company. What is that? Originally framed. That means the documents which is originally framed by the company as memorandum of association is called as memorandum of association, or which is altered from time to time according to the situation. The law given the right to company to alter its memorandum of association. But how you can alter? By keeping in mind any law which is previously available or is in existence of this act. That means you have a right to alter the memorandum of association according to the company's law. But this definition does not clarify actually what is memorandum of association. So Lord Justice Keynes given the definition more elaborative regarding this memorandum of association. What he said that the memorandum of a company is its charter. That means he defines that the memorandum of association is its charter and defines the limitations of the companies. What is memorandum of association? This contains the rules and regulations which govern the company. Charter means what? The number of rules and regulations which is contained for regulating the company, and defines. What it defines? This charter defines the limitations of the company. Limitations means what the company cannot do. What is the limit of its scope? That is limitations of the company established under the act. That means any company which is established under that act, the memorandum of that company contains the charter, and charter states what are the limitations of the company. This is the definition which is given by Lord Justice Keynes. The another definition is given by Palmer. What he said, Palmer said that memorandum of association is a document. He said it is a document. As we see today, this is a primary document of a company. Why we say that primary document of the company? Because beyond this document you cannot carry out your activities, or if you does any activity which is not mentioned in memorandum of association is treated as ultra virus. Okay, so Palmer says that memorandum of association is a document which contains the objects for which the company is formed. That means memorandum of association states what are the objects of the company, what is the purpose behind establishing the company or forming the company, and therefore defines. As the memorandum of association states the object of the company, it defines the possible scope of its operations. That means when you say this is your scope, that means what you are trying to say, you are trying to say that this is the possible scope for which you can do your activities. That means the operations which beyond which its action cannot go. बराबर है? If you does any activity which is beyond the memorandum of association will be treated as ultra virus, as we have seen in lifting of corporate wealth. What we had studied there, हमने क्या देखा था वहाँ पे, क्या पढ़ा था? Any activity, that means if the rights to carry business is given to directors. बराबर है? Directors is the authority who does the business on behalf of the company, and any activity which is not stated in memorandum of association is done by the director, then the company is not liable for those acts, but the director is himself liable for those acts. That's why what he has to observe while performing his function, he has to observe what is his limitations, what are the limitations of the company beyond which he cannot do any activity. So, what is Memorandum of Association? Is a document which contains the objects for which the company is formed, therefore defines the possible scope of its operations beyond which its action cannot go. यानी इसके बाहर जाके आप कोई भी एक्टिविटी नहीं कर सकते हो. It defines the powers of the company. क्या है? Powers of the company यानी ही क्या होता है कि directors, company cannot do its business itself. The business of the company is, that means the activities are carried out by the directors on behalf of the company. So, the Memorandum of Association states the scope of directors for entering into any activity. जैसे कोई भी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एंटर कर रहे हैं तो इट स्टेट्स व्हाट इज द स्कोप, व्हाट आर द राइट्स ऑफ द डायरेक्टर्स, व्हाट आर द लायबिलिटीज ऑफ द डायरेक्टर्स, and what are the duties of the directors. These are all stated in your memorandum of association. Okay, now we will see what are the contents of memorandum of association. क्या देखा था हमने? When you want to incorporate your company, what is in INC 1? Reservation of name. यानी सबसे पहले क्या जरूरी होता है? Name clause. What is important to be mentioned as the first clause in memorandum of association? Your company must have its own name. That's why name clause is the first content of your memorandum of association. These are the contents of memorandum of association. What is name clause? As the company is distinct from its member, that means it has its own identity, so it must have its name. So the name clause contains the name of the company by which it is known to the world. ठीक है? तो name clause, why it is important? Because all activities are done in the name of the company. This name must be stated in your registered office. Every important document and every document which is filed with the registrar or which is issued to the third party. If you want to authenticate the documents, it must contain the correct and full name of your company. The second one is registered office. Registered office. What is registered office? Registered office is the office where you are going to perform or where you are keeping all your important documents. Why registered office is compulsory and what is the importance of registered office? To know who is the registrar of your company. Who is the registrar of company? क्या होता है, फर्क पड़ता है रजिस्ट्रार मालूम हो या ना मालूम है? अरे भाई आप फाइल कहाँ करोगे आपके डॉक्यूमेंट्स? For getting the certificate of incorporation, you have to file your documents with the registrar. For filing the documents, you must know who is the registrar of your company. And how you will come to know who is the registrar? By deciding in which state you are going to establish your registered office. That means in which state the registered office is. ठीक है? तो registered office is the address of your office where you are keeping all the important documents and where the correspondence with the company is possible. The next one is object clause. What is object clause? क्या होते हैं object? The purpose for which you are incorporating your company. Purpose क्या होता है? यानी आप कहाँ पे, that means the scope. स्कोप भी किसमें पता चलेगा आपको? ऑब्जेक्ट क्लॉज में। कौन सा बिजनेस करना चाहते हो, व्हाट टाइप ऑफ एक्टिविटी यू आर गोइंग टू अंडरटेक, दिस इज ऑल स्टेटेड इन योर ऑब्जेक्ट क्लॉज. इवन इट स्टेट्स where you are carrying your activity in a local limits or in national level or at international level. Okay, so this object clause is very important for getting the certificate of incorporation, and the object of your company must be lawful. Lawful means what? Which must not be forbidden by any law. If any of the object of your company is illegal, then the registrar can deny to give the certificate of incorporation. So while framing this clause, all the precautions must be taken to get the certificate of incorporation. Okay. Then the fourth one is liability clause. Liability clause. What is liability clause? It states the liability of the company, whether it is a limited company, unlimited company, company limited by shares, company limited by guarantee. This is all stated in your liability clause. Why it is important to state the liability clause? Because this states what is the liability of its members. Okay. So liability clause is the fourth content of your object clause of your memorandum of association. Then the next one is subscription clause. What is subscription clause? Subscription clause is a clause where you have to mention who are the subscribers to the memorandum of association. In case of public company, there must be at least 7 subscribers, and they must state, that means the holding of their shares, that means the amount of holding of their shares. They must give their written consent to act as a subscribers to the memorandum of association, and every subscriber must put his sign besides his consent, and it must be signed by at least one witness. Okay, this is the subscription clause. And the last one is nomination clause. What is nomination clause? This is the new clause which is introduced in Companies Act 2013, and this nomination clause is only for OPC, that means one person company. One person company must have this nomination clause because it is compulsory for the OPC, that means one person company, for getting the certificate of incorporation to file with the registrar the nomination form. Why nomination form is compulsory? As OPC has only one member, and if anything happens to that one member, the company may come to an end, and that's why. And the company has one unique feature, that means it has a perpetual succession. अगर इसी मेंबर को कुछ हो गया, वो मर गया, and if he has not done any nomination, then that company comes to an end. That means वो क्या हो जाएगी? बंद हो जाएगी, and वो नहीं होना चाहिए. That's why nomination clause is compulsory for OPC. That means along with this application, it has to file the nomination form. The nomination form contains the name of the nominee. Name of nominee. Both consent, that means the person who is appointing the nominee and the written consent of the nominee must be there in the nomination clause. Any person, that means the appointer and the nominee, has a right to change its nominee, okay, or to change his name as a nominee. So these are all the contents of your memorandum of association. We will discuss the articles of association in our next lecture. Thank you.